Hey everyone, it's me, Waltertgb. As you've recently seen, I just did my face reveal, and this is my first full video where I'm showing my face in it from the very start. And namely, it is the compilation of my top 20 best moments from the year 2023. All my videos from this year, essentially. Minus the face reveal. I'm not including that moment because it just happened. I will, however, also, after this top 20, be counting down the top 10 best moments from 2022 because I didn't have a best of video last year, and I feel like I had some really great moments that year, so I want to include them in this video as well. So we're just going to start right off. In April, I released my video reviewing the first 3 Evil Dead movies. Now, unfortunately, due to copyright, you can no longer watch the review of Evil Dead 2. But you can still watch the other parts, and I had skits in between each movie review and at the beginning and at the end. And this was the opening where I parodied sort of the classic and very iconic style of the camera flying all throughout the area of the woods normally in those movies in the opening scene of that review. Take a look. Then at number 19, we have a scene from the video I released right after that in May, I believe, which was talking about the review bombing that happened after the release of the Burning Shores DLC for Horizon Forbidden West. Now, I really liked that DLC, as I expressed in the video, and I thought that the review bombers were complete idiots, or at least were just being ridiculous, so I parodied them in the following clip, which is number 19 on our list.
This game brings in even politics and propaganda, trying to compensate for the quality. But keeping the political agenda does not fill the void of a well-done game.
Wait, are you even a fan of this series at all?
Yeah, I love the first 2 games, but this game got political. Aloy and lesbian, what are you doing, Sony and Gorilla? We live in a world of entertainment, not deviant and misguided ideas.
So, you like the series that has themes centered around critiquing the rich, talking about climate change, and advocating for cultural diversity and environmental activism, and yet you don't like this DLC because it's political?
Yes, there's an agenda now, spreading filth and rot, and the agenda of the Western world has become intolerable in games.
Oh, so you're one of those people. Oh, you're my favorite kind of person, you know? I just love to hang out and be friends with someone who spends their every waking moment of free time worrying about what's being put into video games and animated movies for children. I mean, you guys just know exactly how to spend your time in a valuable and productive way. I love it.
This DLC is pushing LGBT propaganda. I would not recommend it to kids and infants.
Infants? Well, man, I gotta say, that's the first thing you've said that I agree with. I definitely don't think infants should be playing this game or any other. I mean, they don't even have object permanence yet. So how are they gonna know when your dad left you? He's in The Hague. Don't ask how I found out, just go there. And while you're there, tell him that I'm sorry.
I know I stand in line until you think you have the time to spend an evening with me. And if we go someplace to dance, I know that there's a chance you won't be leaving with me. Then afterwards we drop into a quiet little place and have a drink or two. And then I go and spoil it all by saying something stupid like I love you.
Then at number 18, we have the first of many times on this list that a scene from my Friday the 13th video will be popping up. This time a rant, a political rant, from my review of the first movie in the series. But it also means that the characters within the films are not the smartest either.
Hello. Worst run of bad luck since Richard Nixon.
Is this girl serious right now? Richard Nixon did not have bad luck. He was elected for 2 terms under an incredibly popular president. Then he almost beat the incredibly well-liked JFK in 1960. And then when he ran again for president 8 years later, he won. And then he won again in 1972 in a landslide against George McGovern. And then the one thing that people actually cared about that he did wrong, Watergate, he didn't even get arrested for because his vice president pardoned him. So, no, lady, he did not have bad luck. And this is really embarrassing for her not to know that. We may think of it as history, but in 1980, it had just happened a few years ago. And at number 16, we have another clip from the same video, this time discussing a ridiculous scene from the 8th movie in that series, Jason Takes Manhattan. But it's also the best ending in film history because of this.
Can you help us get out of here?
Sure can, but we haven't got a minute to spare.
What do you mean?
Toxic waste, son. The sewer floods out with this stuff every night at midnight. Less than 10 minutes from now.
This line is breathtaking. It's hubris, stupidity, and unintentional humor all perfectly rolled into one neat delivery that goes by like a bullet train and has absolutely no inkling of self-awareness behind it. They act like this is a perfectly normal statement, that the New York City sewer system floods out with toxic waste every night at midnight. And that's truly incredible. I want that line on a damn t-shirt. And then for number 15, let's rewind the clocks a bit back to my God of War All Games Reviewed Part 2 video from September, where I had this to say about God of War Ascension. In conclusion, God of War Ascension should be called God of War Ascension. This game is legitimately bad, not mediocre, not alright, but forgettable, and certainly not good. This game has annoying combat that's worse than even the original game from 8 years before, no truly great locations, a camera that should be tried for war crimes, and a laughably lame story. There's very little I can praise beyond the typical God of War staples such as cool moments and good voice acting, but even Troy Baker can't save this game from a 2 out of 5. Then we have this clip at number 14 from the 4th episode of The Adventures of Frog Walter, which I did not make. This was all done by Creeperboat, the animation and stuff. I wrote it, but the animation and the music was done by Creeperboat, so huge shout out to him. and this scene in particular really demonstrates the amount of improvements that were made from the first 3 episodes to this one. Take a look.
Great idea! Everyone, find something to build a trap with.
Then at number 13, how perfect, we have another clip from the Friday the 13th video, this time a skit called Child Psychology.
So, I think it's very interesting here. Looking at your report, Mr. Voorhees, I think there's a lot to ask you about. First off, would you say that you don't like your mother very much? Yes, I see. So, you very clearly have some childhood trauma within you, correct? Well, you see, Mr. Voorhees, I think that's exactly what I'm looking for, actually. I am searching for someone who knows just how the mind of a child, particularly an unfortunate and traumatized one, works. Well, you see, I have a business with many lucrative ideas behind it. I've learned through trial and error that selling knives and lying about the presence of hepatitis on them isn't exactly a winning strategy. So, instead, I'm going to sell R-rated movies to children. I even got an outfit and everything.
Hey kids, wanna buy some R-rated movies?
I think it's going to work great, and definitely won't get me into any legal trouble. Well then, I think you'll actually work pretty great at being my child advertising expert, maybe even my child analyst. And I think we can actually come up with a good shorthand for our business title. You see, I'm a therapist and you're a child analyst. Maybe together we're the child never mind.
At number 12, we have the montage from my review of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which came out on the first day of this year, which is kind of cool because now it's the last day of this year. So it's good to celebrate that video as well.
This game still kicks ass 5 years later.
Now at number 11, we have the opening scene of my Better Call Saul video, which is one of the most ambitious videos I've ever made.
Jesse, I think I've found the right place.
And now officially entering the top 10. At number 10, we have a sort of skit from the review of the first God of War game from part 1 of my God of War review series from back in August. Take a look.
The game forces you to use QTEs for a lot of stuff, such as attacking an awesome-looking bull monster, shoving your blades into an enemy's mouth, or...
Whoa, what are you doing, Kratos? I think that's a crime, man. He's dead. Yeah, you could say that again. Kratos definitely looks like he got some head, alright.
Pretty raunchy, but not without purpose. But now going into a fan favorite, Stupid Myths 3, we have this exchange at number 9 between Walter and the character of the Frenchman.
Hotel for Dogs follows... Hang on, wait a minute. Isn't it weird that you can't see any footage from the movie on screen right now?
I told you, you fool! They are coming for you now.
Oh God, the French.
Bonjour, Germany boy. I am so sorry, but I simply cannot allow you to review such a disgusting film, such a vile abomination, such an obscene offense to the people of France.
Whoa! Dude, hey! You know, your country made martyrs, okay? And you want to get upset over Hotel for Dogs? I think that's, you know, a little bit of an overreaction, you know, wouldn't you say? Wouldn't you agree with me there?
At number 8, we have the other big segment from that video, which is me ranting about a certain special movie, Hotel for Dogs.
Long ago, in the year 2009, a film was released. One that simply couldn't go by normally. You see, back in this ancient time of young people actually using Facebook and NBC sitcoms being funny instead of literal parasites on the face of TV, things weren't recorded as well. We have to go off of a very small amount of information. But from what I've seen, this is what happened. The film was released to incredible praise, receiving the first ever 101% on Rotten Tomatoes. Due to the beloved status of the film, people who didn't even normally qualify as critics broke the website with their positive feedback, and it seeped into the overall approval rating, becoming a true anomaly that the website has since tried to cover up. The film's legendary status was further shown by the fact that it was the #1 movie at the box office, period. It grossed a whopping $1 trillion, for which the conversion rate is about 7 human dollars per dog dollar. So this was really impressive. However, the French soon found out about this, infuriated that the art form that they had pioneered in the early 20th century had reached its peak with the dog-based comedy starring Don Cheadle, who later won an Oscar for his role as Bernie the adoption agent. They sought to destroy every single copy in existence.
At number 7, we have another Zelda montage, this time from my later review of Tears of the Kingdom, which came out back in June. This was, I believe, if I'm thinking correctly, the last video I made on my old laptop, but the editing is still pretty damn good considering how old the technology I was using.
Breath of the Wild redefined the open world genre, and Tears of the Kingdom perfects it. This is one of the most thoroughly intricate, yet enjoyable, complex, yet technologically sound, gargantuan, yet personal and passionate video games I've ever played. And I'd like to say it only comes around once in a lifetime, but thankfully, we've been blessed to have 2 in just the past 6 years. And when you look at it like that, the wait seems more than alright. I've talked for long enough though, so now, just listen to the game.
At number 6, we have the insane announcement from the Kree Universe Showcase 2023 in September that Frog Walter Episode 4 was coming out in just about a month after that show. Now we're entering legendary territory with number 5, which is the courtroom scene from the Better Call Saul review, probably the centerpiece of that entire massive review and all of its skits.
Whoa. Calm down, everyone, okay? I assure you, he's a changed man. He's changed. He's changed.
Alright, Mike, I did what you want, you racist. Please tell me that's all and you'll help me now?
No. I actually need one more thing from you.
I swear, next you're gonna tell me to kill a man.
I need you to promise me. Promise me that if you find Walter the Hartwell White Ball, you'll kill him. Now, I know you're working with Linkman, so you have a chance of finding him maybe. I'm not saying you have to, but if you do see him at some point, keep in mind that monster ruined my life. So if you do find him, no hesitation, kill him. Please.
Yes.
Tom. Hoover. Vader. He is a changed man. And I bet you haven't even considered the reason why. Jesse Linkman is a changed man ever since he worked with Walter the Hartwell White Ball. You see, gentlemen, he was working with the, at the time, very unknown creator, Walter the Hartwell White Ball, to make filthy clickbait videos. Just so they could get by. Just to get some success. But then, unfortunately, for some unknown reason, Walter walked. He left the whole operation. And shortly after, Jesse contacted me. First person he called. And he told me he wanted to build up this community. But really, the truth is, he just wanted to find Walter the Hartwell White Ball and make sure he was safe. I've been looking all over for a while now because I am the investigator in charge of the search for Walter, and you may hate him now. You may hate Jesse now. But Walter came from a place of good. He was just corrupted. Maybe that's why he left. He saw what he had turned into. Maybe it's the same for Jesse. You may hate him, but probably not as much as they hate themselves. And I think trying to find him is more than just because of their friendship.
It's because Jesse sees what he has become too. He's made a mistake, and if you want to hate him for that, even if he's trying to fix it, well, then frankly, you're just hating him for being human.
At number 4, we have another scene from the Friday the 13th video. I promised I'm not biased, I just think it's the best video I've ever made. This one is in reference to a scene of a character pooping and then getting killed in an outhouse after eating enchiladas in Friday the 13th, Part 5, A New Beginning. Take a look.
Yeah, so it's a pretty mediocre movie. Oh, my stomach. Oh, I think it's them damn enchiladas. I forgot to mention the best scene in the movie. Oh, God. Oh, man, I just blew this place up. Oh, that feels much better. Can I put my balls in your jaws, balls in your jaws? Can I put my ball? Jason, is that you? Look, dude, I know you're gonna do some revolutionary thing, right? You know, Psycho. Everyone praised it because they thought, oh, it takes advantage of you when you're most vulnerable in the shower. But you've discovered the truth, that it's when you're pooping. Well, buddy, I'm about to show you why that's a losing strategy. Oh, and that feels a lot better. Thank God he's gone now. Wait a minute. Uh-oh.
Finally, as the last one from the Friday the 13th video, at number 3, we have the 80s skit, which I don't really know how I can explain it, so just watch.
Yes, hello? What's this? This movie's DVD has an advertisement for a 2009 horror movie starring Elizabeth Banks on it that was supposedly terrible. Alright. Thanks for letting me know. It's pretty crazy. Do you guys remember that? How you'd always have an ad for another movie, like a trailer or something on a DVD? I always thought that was pretty dumb. I mean, you already paid for the damn movie. Why do you also have to watch ads? I bet in the 80s they never would have done something that greedy. Oh my! God damn it, what's this now? Getting on my ass again. Listen, I don't care that it's called the final chapter, alright? If it made money 4 times, it'll do it a 5th. God damn it. I don't care, man. Just make Friday Part 5 now, okay? Wait a minute, what the hell is this thing? We didn't have this thing in the 80s. What kind of sick, twisted dreams are you having, Walter? What are you smoking? Or maybe not. Maybe they were just as much greedy sons of bitches back then.
At number 2, we have probably the most ambitious thing I filmed all year, which, yeah, it's not super duper ambitious, but also I moved, so I didn't film much ambitious stuff this year at all. But this one is an exception. The Walter versus Sculptor fight scene from the end of the Better Call Saul review. I still think this one's pretty cool. Take a look.
Hello, Salter. I bet you're wondering how I knew you'd be here. No. Not really. Come here. Oh,
hell no, you do not think you're about to get the upper hand. You're like 4 feet tall, dude. Did you really think this was gonna work? You know, I always kind of liked you. If only you weren't a little weakling. You know, they call me a scumbag, a scammer, but the truth is I'm just the only one of us who can actually make a tough decision instead of running away at the slightest sign of adversity or letting myself get clobbered. I actually get things done. You're such a loser. I guess my work here is done. Oh. You have no idea who I am. You don't know what I've done. I don't even know. I don't even know what the name of the man I just killed is. Because I don't care. I can't let anyone do it but me. I love my... I just have to use the principle. What? You mean the Heisenberg uncertainty principle? You idiot. Do you not get the point? You'll always be lost. You'll never find your way. You'll never find him. Because you simply can't accept your own faults. Why would he leave a clue for you, huh? Just so you can scam him again? You've done it all for nothing! Nothing! And finally, at number 1, the best single moment from any Waltertgb video this entire year of 2023 was the montage from the Downfall of Waltertgb review. Now, at the very end of my time living in London, I filmed a few little last pieces of what would eventually become a review of my own movie that I released back in 2021, Downfall of Waltertgb. And at the end, I edited together a passionate, heartfelt, and emotionally charged montage to one of my favorite songs ever. And it was all about having lived in London and my experiences there and all the people I had known there. So yeah, take a look.
Summer of my discontent.
turning back the clock a lot more to 2022, where I forgot to do a best of. I'd like to just go through a top 10 of the best moments from that year as well. And at number 10, I have this moment from the Among Us Potion at 3 a.m. Part 2 the Amogussening video, which was a fan favorite for a long time. It was hard to single out a single part, but I think this is my personal favorite. But if you disagree, comment below what was your favorite part of that video.
I've heard a lot about you, Walter. I'm very excited to speak with you and see what we can do with your amazing discovery.
Oh, no, I'm not the one who made the cure. You're looking for a different Walter, trust me. I had nothing to do with this.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll manage to make out a deal shortly. Unless, that is, you'd rather die. Yeah, didn't think so. Your cure against our drug could prove a massive blow to our operations. But if we manage to use it against the very existence of other memes, we may just find even more success.
So you're asking me to create a drug that can kill all other memes and have Among Us stand as the only one that anyone finds funny anymore? That doesn't make any sense. Memes are a vast ecosystem destined to live and die and come back, but only at the right moment. How could it possibly work if there's only one to rule them all?
Listen here, bud, if you don't help manufacture these weapons of meme destruction, I will personally see to it that you lose all internet clout, and I'll even remove your clickbait card.
Not my clickbait card!
Oh yeah, that's right. I can kill you if you truly won't comply, but trust me, I can ruin your whole internet life before I let you take the easy way out of this business. I have a very specific set of skills, one which Wait, what was I talking about? Oh yes, how you're gonna be toast if you don't help me.
Then at number 9, we get a little less crazy, but more structured and normal, going into the montage from the Ghost of Tsushima review from July of that year.
You have no honor. And you are a slave to it. They will sing songs of our victory.
At number 8, we have the legendary cameos that came up in the 3rd episode of The Adventures of Frog Walter, where we started to introduce all of these new characters who were voiced by various people from the Ballardia Discord server and who are, related to me on YouTube and stuff. And we brought everyone together like an Avengers of this small YouTube community that we've built. It was a pretty cool moment. Take a look.
This little shed is all the space I have, but thankfully it can fight quite a few other frogs. Here we have Kane, he's quite the character. He always manages to crack a joke, even in the toughest of times.
Note to self, never drink tap water at frickin' Jerry Garcia's.
Ha ha! Always gets me. And over here we have Goliath. He's very cynical, but once you get to know him, he's reliable. He'll be great for the job.
Hello, I'm Dutch.
We talk about this, Goliath. You're more than just Dutch. Jeez. And here we have Archie. He's, sus.
You're damn right, I'm sus.
Then at number 7, we have my conspiracy theory rant from the bizarre but kind of funny Balls 3D video. Check it out.
In fact, this game has such strange psychological effects on its players that it makes me wonder, is this some kind of mind control experiment as part of MK Ultra? Well, think about it. MK Ultra was the infamous government-run mind control experiment, but you know what else was called MK? That's right, Mortal Kombat, which was, that's right, a fighting game. And which one of its console ports was the most infamous? That's right, the Super Nintendo one. So maybe this was a fireback at Nintendo showing them how disturbing non-violent games could be. And at the same time, it was a way for the government to get inside the minds of the players and completely alter their perception of reality as part of MK Ultra. Or maybe, just maybe, the game is shit. I can't be the only one who thinks this. I know some other poor souls suffered through this game and were tormented by it. But at the very least, we can maybe make a group together to spread awareness about this and maybe even get a federal ban on it. I mean, if that could happen to alcohol, it could happen to balls. Okay, maybe that's not the best example. What? People like this game? No, it can't be. People can't have an opinion that's different from mine. This must be that government mind control I was talking about. But I can't just sit here and let that happen. So, I may not come back alive, but I'm gonna go do something about it. Hopefully, I'll see you again. Hasta la vista.
At number 6, we have a classic, needs no introduction for most of you. We have, hold on a minute. We have the knives that definitely don't have hepatitis blood on them skit from the Halloween video. Roll it.
Hi, I'm Waltertgb. Did you know that we have knives? Michael Myers says so, and so do I. We definitely have the best knives on the market that, for sure, do not have any sick person blood on them. I swear to God, they have no blood or the blood is from a healthy person. It's not sick person blood. Yeah, like I said, we don't have sick person blood on our things. You know, and if you do get it, if you're one of the unlucky few, you will get this Michael Myers Halloween movie that everyone loves, so famous, such an amazing movie, for free to make up for it. You're not going to get these kind of deals from the big chains like Knife Emporium, so you got to stick with our product. You're 99.1% sure not to get sick person blood on it, and if you're part of the unlucky 0.9%, you get this great movie. Everyone loves this. Everyone loves Michael Myers, international superstar. You know, and God damn it, Michael. That's the one Halloween movie you're not in. We've gone over this 1,000,000 times!
At number 5, we have the final skit from the Creep review, which is still one of the things I'm most proud of. I think Bread Loaf and I had a lot of fun making that, and I'm still extremely proud of how it came out. Here it is.
So there you have it. I think to be a good killer, you just can't have any fear within yourself. You have to dish it out and not keep any within. But now that we've discussed a few things, I think I should put my newly found skills to the test. Don't you?
Who?
I'm sorry, Jenny, but I lied. It's nothing personal. Plus, maybe your boring life will finally have some meaning.
Where's it? I need to get out of here. No, 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 no.
I'm sorry, but just think! Look how well this worked for Logan Paul. It'll do wonders for me. Well, guys, if you enjoyed that, then make sure to hit the like button. And if you really enjoyed it and want to see more murders, then you can smash that subscribe button harder than I will bash my victims' skulls in. And with that, be safe, everyone, and goodbye.
At number 4, we have a scene that was kind of a turning point for the channel. It symbolized when the channel started to dive a lot more into making skits in videos, namely with the I Think You Should Leave review, and its opening that is kind of like a skit from that show, with the absurdist humor and whatnot.
Well, it's been really fun catching up with you, Walter, but don't you have to go sometime soon? Yeah, unfortunately I really do. Alright, bye. Alright, see ya. Oh, okay, dude, you have got to stop putting out dog food before I come here. It has the most disgusting smell. Well, it's human-grade dog food. I don't know what you're talking about. Eat it, then. What? You heard me. Eat it. Okay, but, don't try to make excuses. You said it was human grade, so you better get down here and eat it! Okay, I guess. Not so human grade anymore, is it?
Now entering the golden top 3. At number 3, we have the ending of the massive, ambitious Breaking Bad review, which was an emotional and dramatic scene. And if you don't remember, here it is again.
This is it, Jesse. This is where it ends. We had a journey of some sorts, yeah. But for me, it was nothing but a cry for help. My greatest fear was always to betray my values. But just for once, I faced it. And now, I'm left with nothing but regret. Don't let yourself be consumed by your hunt for victory, because even if you get what you thought you wanted, it's not what you need. At what cost is success the most important thing? Well, I can tell you, not the one I had to pay. Not at all. I killed myself again and again for nothing. But I could live.
with the fact that I was trying to reach for something. I could take comfort in the simple thought that I was searching for more. But when you stop searching, when you find what you wanted to, it doesn't solve anything. It's the search that made you want it, not what you searched for. You're never gonna see me again. Same goes for everyone else. And though my name will live on, my true absence won't mean anything. They just made a monument to one action, not to what was behind it. Our world doesn't glorify attempts. It glorifies whatever result it wants to latch onto, and it's already moved on from me long ago. I've attached my new phone number. You can call me once, not a single time more. Only do it when you understand everything I've said. Once you get it, once you get my pain. If that ever comes. If you don't, if that doesn't come, if you lie, I will know. I'll see right through it. And I won't let you call ever again. Don't waste your chance. Seize the right moment. Put in everything you've got once it's actually worth it, unlike I did. Don't reach for the stars unless you know for a fact you will not get them. It's over. I'm done. Don't call me back. Fuck! Shit! Fuck! Estoy. At number 2, we have my other favorite scene from the Breaking Bad review, this time parodying the iconic crawl space scene from the actual Breaking Bad show. Where is it? Not a call. Wait. Pick up, you son of a... Jesse, what were you thinking? If you hadn't sent me that snap, we would have been out of the water.
Yo, Mr. White, chill. It's Snapchat. The message will get deleted and the authorities won't suspect a thing.
Oh. Oh, Jesse. That's nice.
Yeah, no problem. But, there's one more thing. You should check the analytics on your latest TikTok.
What? Yeah, that scene was not very pleasant to film because I had to do it in the basement of the apartment I was staying at. And the apartment I was staying at was already kind of an old, decrepit place. But that basement was horrific. I never wanted to go down there ever. And then I had to voluntarily go down there to film that. But it was worth it in the end. Anyway, number 1, the best scene, the best moment from any Waltertgb video in 2022, in my opinion, would be this. The final fight scene from Halloween Film Ask Reviews. that was one of the craziest things I have ever done. It was an awesome scene to film. I loved, the music played such a role with that. Bread Loaf and I had such fun filming that. It was a great time. And, 2022 versus 2023, it's pretty clear to me when I think back that 2022 was one of the best years of my life. There were tons of people in London who I had great relationships with and who I had a lot of fun with throughout that year. I remember back, around a year ago from now, before I had really thought about moving, I was just thinking to myself each night, I was like, wow, this is really going well. Everything was going right, and then I had to move, unfortunately. So 2022 was an easier year, and it had a lot of great moments, 10 of which I just named for you. It was a really fun time. And while 2023 was a lot more tumultuous, a lot more difficult, maybe for you too, for the world it was very difficult as well in many ways. But in the end, I do think there are new things to experience now. There are new things for me to enjoy in my life now. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I can build a great life for myself here as well and don't have to keep pining for the past anymore. I'm finally happy, I think, here, which is great. So yeah, 2023, 20 great moments, 10 from 2022. But there was a lot of stuff in between that was also great or that was not so great. And that's kind of how life is. But I don't want to focus on that. I just wanted to focus on the positive. And here's to hoping that 2024 is the best goddamn year ever for the channel, for my life, for your life, for the world, for everyone. Let's hope. But who knows? But I can say already it's going to be a pretty banger year at the start for video uploads, because I can tell you right now that on, I think, the 7th of January, which is in a week, I'll be releasing my first of 3 reviews of every Rage Against the Machine album. Yes, so I'll be reviewing the demo track in this one and then the entirety of their first album. It's my first ever music review and it's a pretty cool video. It's pretty long and I put a lot into it. There's also a really cool music remix that's gonna pop up in there by a certain someone. So I'm really excited for you guys to see that. And then also in January, I'm planning to finally release my review of Marvel's Spider-Man 2. It took me a while, but now I got time to work on it, and I think it'll be a really cool review. I also have multiple other projects planned for next year. I think I might be reviewing every Ratchet & Clank game, kind of like I did to God of War, who knows. At some point down the line, I might try the same thing with Zelda. That would take forever and be super difficult and super ambitious, but who knows, that doesn't seem to be a detractor for me anymore with how ambitious I'm getting. And also, I have plans on St. Patrick's Day to review the entirety of the Leprechaun horror movie series, because I had such a fun time making that Friday the 13th one, and this series is somehow even more ridiculous. So I'm really excited for all those. I'm really excited for what 2024 can bring for all of us, for everything. And I thank you for tuning in for all these years, or for just this year, or forever, for however long you've been tuning in. Here's to 2024 being better, be safe, and goodbye everyone. Happy New Year.